what did happen? Where did we start?
We started with using the scroll, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, pretty much.
I believe that's correct. And as soon as we bamped to outside of town. I'm pretty sure we could see it from the hill we were on. But
Correct.
definitely, we spotted 2 armored gentlemen. I believe they're sitting in chairs on this hillside, preparing to drink tea. But it looks like we just interrupted them.
They're making it.
Yeah, they're setting it up.
And when they spotted us, they started approaching, and we approached them, and they introduced themselves. One of them introduced themselves as the arbitrator, who was going to be arbitrating our little keep claiming mission. The other one was the chaplain of I forget his name. It was something French, right? Someone help me out.
Yeah.
Was something French, correct?
Yeah, let me find it real quick.
Begins with the letter F.
Fabian.
Fabian.
Yeah, Chaplain Fabian of Octavius, Exalted Lord Octavian. Alexander made a comment like, surely you're not going to tell Chaplain Bellamy about what's going on here. And he's like, oh, you fucking idiot, he already knows.
Yeah.
Yeah, he also said, oh yeah,
he said it much more
told me a lot
politely.
about you. I wonder if any of it's true. Amber also recognized the arbitrator's voice. Then as she got a closer look and tried to look into his visor, she recognized him to be her uncle Duncan.
Correct. Imagine if you guys went on this without Amber, things would be a lot different.
Maternal uncle?
Technically not blood related at all, I guess.
It's found family uncle kind of situation.
I guess paternal.
Okay.
Technically.
Gotcha. Interesting. But yeah, Duncan, the arbitrator, laid out the sort of rules for us that we were to, while investigating town, sort of conduct ourselves in accordance to the Exalted Lord's doctrines. Sort of like, don't go massacring the town.
Don't get desynchronized like in Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, exactly. They'll get desynchronized.
It'd be so hard for us.
Don't dissimulate, no. Other than that, we're
you guys found that stuff right out the gate, literally. Right out the gate.
Which, luckily, Exalted Lord Octavian's not a god of honor and telling the truth. He's got a civilization, which, I mean, what bigger lie is there?
I'm just saying, criminals pay homage to Exalted Lord Octavian.
Exactly, yeah.
So,
we're well within our rights.
Civility is good for crime.
But yeah, the arbitrator said, other than that, it's fair game. Claim to keep however you wish. We are sworn to not interfere. And we'll see if they hold up to that.
I'd be impressed if you could convince them to interfere in some way.
Exactly. We split into 3 teams. One team went to town, obviously, that had all the PCs, as well as Isadora. Violet wanted to come along. Tolis as well, yeah. Anyone else? Oh, Amber also sort of came with us, but she very quickly sort of split off to do her own thing. Which I don't think we know what that is yet. There was a camp team, which they're all labeled there. They were tasked with setting up camp and fortifying, because we were going to be here a while.
We'll see some of them later.
Yeah, and then a team to survey the surrounding area. Again, they're all listed there. The only one we were maybe iffy on, not being the best, was Altani, but she would be too antsy to go to camp, and she would be too loud to bring to town. So survey it was. At the very least, she's going to fight, and if a fight finds him, then she'll be right at home. So we went to town, lied to the guards about us being lost. We tell them that we tell.
Long way lost at that.
Yeah.
When
Oh, we got lost
town
from the
lied.
twins. The twins on the other side of the margin
He
claw.
didn't say that we got lost from the twins. He said that we came from the twins. Which
That's
that could mean it.
That's still not good.
It's still a long ways off, sure, but to say that you've been on a journey from the twins isn't out of the question.
Closest point to closest point, crossing by the bird flies through
Fucking mountain.
illegal terrain of Dwarven Hold is 800 miles. That's
We're a little bit lost.
Yeah, we've been on a long journey. So what? Sue me.
We're
We
adventurers.
just started walking and kind of woo.
up.
To be fair,
there's
like
there's
it
a
could be a
distinct
thing of-
likeliness that they just think you're high. like
That's
there
true.
is that distinct likeliness.
There's also the
Oh, you
point
know,
of
it's
like
because
they might have gone
I'm
into
fine
like the
with
Feywilds and popped down, and for them it's been like 30 minutes, and it's like, oh, you're across the continent.
Or,
Yeah, I was
or,
about
or
to say
maybe
that.
That would definitely be its own suspecting thing. But people don't just go to the Feywilds and come back.
But regardless, we were able to lie our way in with only minor suspicion. And almost immediately, we bumped into a bounty hunter by the name of...
I believe in you.
No one tell me. If you tell me, I'm going to be pissed. I remember he was the shifter.
He was a shifter.
Oh, God.
I believe in you.
I believe in you.
Blah, 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 blah. I said his name wrong, if that helps.
Do you have any idea how little that narrows it down?
Okay.
Perhaps.
I don't have to be here. I can go.
Iverson?
Yeah.
Iverson?
Iverson.
Iverson, right?
Correct.
Iverson the shifter.
Yeah, it's not on the map. There you go.
Should I have more
last
faith in
name.
you than I did in myself? I didn't remember that name at all.
Iverson Maze. M-A-E-Z.
Maze.
I don't know if he gave you his last name, but
I don't think he did.
just have it there for free.
I vaguely remember that.
It's on his name tag.
But yeah, he was kind enough to show us around. He brought us to the best tavern, and the worst tavern, and the only tavern in town. The
Classic. It's a meme name.
meme name.
Oh, fuck. What the fuck was it?
You guys are the source of the meme. I didn't make
It
it.
has to do with dice. Mid
Does?
roll.
The mid-roll.
Mid-roll.
mid-roll. Yeah, it was the mid-roll. We entered there.
It's the mid-roll.
Some of us had drinks. Some of us didn't, because it was only like late morning.
It's like 10 o'clock. It's 11 o'clock.
Fuck somewhere.
There were some interesting people in there. There were two old men playing chess. There
Most
were
interesting.
two adventurer-looking types that kept kind of looking over at us. At least one of them did. They came over. One was Ajax, who's here, but the other one, who was more talkative, actually knew Amber and recognized Violet. Her name is Lizzie
Lizzie.
or Elizabeth.
Elizabeth.
And I forget. They're just adventurous as far as we know, right? I don't think we know if they're a part of any
Faction or anything? No. You know Ajax used to be a part of the Wayward, but keyword
right.
used to.
Okay, okay, that's why I got that.
We have some meta information, but we don't know that in character.
Right. We know why they're here because we sort of traded information. I told them more or less why we're here to claim a keep, which they were dubious about because they don't think there's a keep anywhere near here. And to be fair,
It would be pretty
There is a
obvious to
right?
see. Assuming it's an intact keep,
right.
it would be pretty obvious to spot it.
Regardless,
But,
they're here looking for something for Ajax. In a hunting shack? Was that right?
A lodge.
Lodge. We kind of said, "Oh yeah, we'll look out for that lodge, and you look out for the keep. And if one of us finds it, we'll tell each other." Which, I mean, now knowing where the keep is, I don't think they're gonna find it.
Knowing how the keep is, I feel like
Yeah.
they're definitely not gonna find it.
Yeah, there's a lot of factors into. I don't think they're going to be able to help much.
Remember to look up. All right.
In the sky.
Another colorful, pale. Jesus Christ.
Hey, Garcia.
colorful hair. That
Hi,
hey,
Darcy.
Kirsty, we're just starting recap now.
Well, we're like
You missed literally
we're
nothing.
like 1/3 into it.
A pair walked into the tavern. Two, I believe, young ladies. At least one of them was young. I forget.
The Girl Scout came in first
Oh
because
yeah.
she sold to you
But the
guys first.
cookies.
Did we get her name?
Yes, we
Yeah.
did. Don't fucking remember it though.
Begins
Starts
with an
with
S.
Yeah,
Ends with an A.
has a Y
There
in it.
is a 10 with a J.
Oh,
Sven-
right.
Svenja?
Correct.
Then yeah.
Svenja. Yeah. Svenja, who works for a confectionery, her I presume parents' confectionery.
Yeah.
Parent.
We met them.
Singular.
Parent.
Yeah.
That's the only parent left.
Yeah.
I really
Sort
hope they
of,
didn't die to
toward
vampires.
the
That'd be wild.
town.
Be crazy, why would you suggest that?
They still remember him, don't they?
I don't know. We didn't know.
Well, to be fair, how often do you pry into someone's
Someone's dead.
parentage that
family
you just
member.
met?
As an adventurer, 24/7.
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna say, considering our profession, I feel like a lot more than you think.
I think Lizzie put it best. Adventurers start shit.
Mm-hmm.
Huh? Yep.
I believe I see it here. The confectionery was named One for the Road, which is very sweet.
Yeah.
We ended up
I
going
would,
there.
I would hope the confectionery is sweet.
Oh, hush.
And then after we, gave her money, gold.
After you guys bought into her scam, you mean? No, I was kidding.
She
gave
could
her
have put
nothing.
poison in those cookies, and I would have still gone to the confectionery and gotten more.
Yep. she could have hit us in the knees with a bat. and was
another-
like, oh, can I have another cookie?
Another pick your poison situation, huh? Gotcha.
Yeah, we were all quite.
I mean, that's
quite
what
taken.
paladins are for: cure disease, cure
Mhm.
poison.
If only you guys had a paladin.
We only had a paladin.
Right.
I have advantage on the poison checks. Morgan could always test every single cookie.
Like they would trust you to do that. You guys aren't even willing to give me chunk cookies. So X check out. But anyways, two people did walk in.
Yes,
They looked.
Felsic
They looked
and
closely.
Felicia.
Correct.
Or going left to right, Felicia and Felsic.
Correct.
And a few of us noticed that Felsic kept looking over at our table, specifically at Anushka, specifically
Can't
at
imagine
her
why.
rifle.
Hmm.
And also talking about her out loud.
Yeah, and also
The
talking about her
Gasconia.
out loud. We were totally eavesdropping.
Absolutely. We do that all the fucking time.
And I forget
Them
what
big-ass
incited
ears.
Anushka to
Fuck
go
off.
over and talk to her.
Being peer pressured by her peers.
Yeah,
basically.
we were like,
Yes.
hey, Anushka, you like guns, right? Right, go talk to her. She's
You
gonna
like
gun.
guns, right?
Why?
You should, Anucha, you should check out this game. It's called Girls Frontline. I think you really like it. It has girls and guns and guns and girls.
Oh my
Um,
god.
So Anushka went over there. Almost immediately, Felicia
Bounce.
dipped.
No,
Yep,
Hi,
went a whole
Felicia.
like 1 or 2 stools over.
she left the building.
Oh, she straight up left. Okay.
She should have left.
Mhm.
Anushka had a bit of an awkward conversation with Felsic, which culminated
Oh, yeah.
in Felsic inviting her over to her cousin's place, who was a bit of an engineer, artificer, artillerist, or not artillerist,
Tinkerer.
tinkerer. Yeah, we'll say tinkerer.
That's
Totally.
where she used.
And she was like, "Oh yeah, let's go there now. I don't think I'm up to anything." And Felsic was like, "Wait, no."
Yeah.
I don't think he's
That's
open
terrible.
right now, actually. Stay here.
Alexander swooped in and was like, "Oh, we actually need you for something, Anushka, something important. Hi, I'm Alexander. You're Felsic? Okay, cool. Bye. We'll send her over in like 10 minutes. Run." And then she did.
This is a
Should-
new
should-
stuff.
Actually, just amazing. Amazing.
I think I had rolled an insight and tried full of whispers and said that
Right, yeah.
clean up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And you guys decided to go there immediately afterwards, anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Well,
after 10 minutes.
Past 10
Yeah,
minutes.
Felsic got like a 10-minute head start on you guys. That's not much better.
It's
mean, just
better
say
than
that.
nothing.
Wait,
You think you can clean your house? Okay, do you think you can clean your house in 10 minutes? I thought not.
Not when it's their
Well,
fucking
I mean-
explosion.
You can clean your cousin's house in 10 minutes.
In
But that's
fairness,
even harder.
it
That's even
depends how last minute I've left it. So
Mhm.
You look at her cousin and tell me he seems like the person that keeps his place clean.
Unfortunately, no, and his place
Considering
is full
the
of black
bombs
powder.
on the table.
And
Oh,
under
yeah,
the table.
That's crazy.
The table.
But
The
moving
table's a
on,
bomb.
we decided to split at that point. I think, into 2 different groups. We learned from Lizzie that, or I should say learned, but she told us that the mayor is a bit of a creep. He's a bit handsy when it comes to women, things like that. And she also recommended
You know Bill Cosby, so I guess that's a blessing. But
yeah. But she recommended that we speak to his aide,
correct.
whose name is
Yeah, the
Sabrina.
rest. There you go.
So many names.
Sabrina Roseva, there it is. Because she sort of handles the day-to-day things that he can't be bothered with, which I would imagine is a lot. But she can also be bribed to help us maybe in our plight, which is taking over the town. Nothing.
Which is getting a keep.
So regardless,
Absolutely nothing else.
we went over to City Hall. Anushka with Morgan went over to Felix's cousin, and we sent the young ladies Tolis and Violet to sort of just take notes around the town, get a lay of the land, see things that the shifter, what's his name?
Iverson.
There you go.
That Iverson didn't show us yet. Originally, Alexander tried to send them both to one for the road, but Violet was like, "I'm not going to a fucking confectionery. I'm gonna go and make progress." And he was like, "Fine, I'll allow it."
Not because you said so, but because I want you to.
Classic man behavior.
You've been
Alright, come on.
Yes, why?
It's not a point of him being a man. It's a point of him being an adult and her not.
Even worse.
I would argue that Violet is probably more mature than some people in the party.
Fair.
Crazy.
I think Alexander's inclined to agree. Anyway,
Accurate.
so yeah, first we settled the matter of Anushka's. I guess she's a love interest. I don't know if there's any interest there.
I mean,
It's kind of
it's been like what, 2 weeks, if that.
Yeah, true. It
Yeah.
is moving quick, isn't it?
Yeah.
So.
Lesbians often do.
Yeah. Oh my god. She could
So-
let's sink in there.
The
Keep it
power
rolling.
of pressure.
Yeah.
Anushka and Morgan got there, knocked on the door. More awkwardness
ensued.
ensued. Thank you.
Yeah.
Between Felsic and Anushka. Morgan chatted some with her cousin, whose name we didn't get.
Oh,
Right?
that was my notes.
What was his name?
No, I don't think we did.
Let me look back to seconds.
Yeah, check your
We didn't
notes.
get it.
See.
It was not presented.
Oh wow, you let that, you didn't even let that bit go for a while. You stopped it immediately.
Yeah, because Alec already
Oh,
pointed out that
God.
we didn't get it.
No, you could have been like, no, we got it. We got it, right, Kirsty? Check your notes.
Sorry, I
Simulate.
don't feel like lying.
Simulate.
There's still
As
a
you're
lot
ought
of
to
characters.
do.
That guy, every time he said, "We need more," boom, he would like kind of like
Shake everything.
belly bump with his flak vest.
And we're like, oh god, it's gonna explode.
But regardless, those two are good people to know. I think Felsic doesn't really know the ins and outs of firearms, but her cousin seems to know a bit about explosives, which maybe that'll come in
Here's
handy.
something. Anushka, roll me a Tinkerer's Tools check.
We should totally invite that guy to our camp so that we have the explosives expert when we need
Demolition.
Mhm.
Oh, wow.
I say expert liberally here, you know.
Yeah.
He's the
Landmines,
best
close
bet
enough.
in the town.
Different sort of Claymore, you know? 23, here's an interesting fact that you would pick up during your time hanging out and talking with Felsic. Her gun doesn't use dex. it uses strength.
What?
Oh.
Whoa.
She punches
Because-
the bullet?
How to say this? If you've ever seen a 50 cal BMG being fired, you normally fire it lying down.
There's a reason.
Oh, okay.
It does not do this. She fires it standing up.
That's actually quite impressive.
I'm fanning
So
myself.
yeah,
I
Felsic
know,
is
right?
true to her art. She's pretty buff for a reason, and
What
Nice.
a woman.
let it be known her cousin is totally instrumental in how to say, we put more boom for your boom, if you catch my drift. So yeah, her gun actually uses strength as opposed to dex.
That's pretty cool. Okay.
If we fire a bigger bullet, you don't need to aim as well. Looks at Hanzo from Overwatch. Literally, his arrows are the size of a truck. Anyways, moving on. Those hitboxes are bullshit. Anyways.
You tell me. But yeah, eventually those two left the shop, the house, whatever it was, both, and we moved on to town hall team, which we had a quicker walk over to town hall, given that it was right next door.
3 minutes away.
3 minutes
tops.
We got a lay of the building, kind of learn its layout. You walk in, there's sort of 3 ways you can go: one to the main guard station, one to the sort of archives library, then to the offices. We went to the offices. We needed to talk to the mayor. Made our way up to his office. Overheard a conversation. He was recounting some tale to we learned his like personal guard, whose name was Rex, I believe.
He's not personal guard. He's the guard captain for the town.
Guard captain, I see. So good guy to know. He's very he doesn't mince words, which if you value that, then that's good. I do. But we introduced ourselves to the mayor. Told him our story. Said that we were travelers lost on the road. He already heard about our arrival from the guards at the front gate. Learned a bit about the town from him. And then, we also told him about how there were many more than just the people that came to town. Because he did ask, I heard more of you had entered town. Where are you all? And he said, they're just looking around. Nice place. But yeah, we told him we have like 20, maybe 30 people outside the town.
I think you guys are just at 20 now.
You have
Just
a
at
small
20,
invading
yeah.
force.
I believe.
Yeah.
A score of
Did we
people.
tell him how many are
Promise.
out there? I thought we just said that there were people.
We didn't give an exact number. just
Yeah, I
that
believe
we were-
Sajar was the one the point man on that. He just said there were
Yes.
more people.
Yes, they did.
Because if he finds out that we have like a small company just outside his town, then that might cause problems. But we were forthcoming with that, at least, if not with our intentions here, which we told him that we were thinking about investing. And he pointed us to
Real estate.
real estate. Point us to where we might get documentation for that, sign up for that, and we got that just to make a show of it. And Silas asked about the library,
The history of the place.
the history of the place, and he directed us to the library to talk to Sabrina there. Which we also did ask, do we need to talk to your aide about any of this? And he's like, oh, no, she's quite busy. But regardless,
I appreciate that you successfully included his blubbery way of speaking.
she's quite busy. Kind of reminds me of
It sounds like the good mac and cheese.
it reminds me of Morgan's slime parents.
I
God.
was thinking that the entire time, and I never wanted to mention it. I don't want them to relate this man at all. Do not compare my good parents.
Oh my god. You
Into
know
this
what?
guy, sorry.
The worm is now
All
in my
right,
brain.
well,
Thanks for that.
Morgan's an orphan again.
Understandable.
For Morgan.
We made our leave from the mayor's office and made our way
Mhm.
to the library.
Mhm.
Found Sabrina, spoke to her in private, got a feel about the history of the place. We learned that the mayor, like 20 years ago when the place was founded, he was, but he was voted in, right?
Yeah.
He had an election, and then he never had another election since, which
Never had need to.
never really needed to, because apparently he does get shit done.
Pretty
But I feel
valuable
like-
for a frontier town.
Exactly, but I feel like he gets more shit done than the populace knows about.
Oh,
I think, stands to reason. Hasn't been seen yet, but that's what we're going to
that's
try to
crazy.
find out.
you're
Um,
crazy.
Uh,
You adventurers and your silly
Alexander.
little theories.
Alexander almost mentioned, "Hey, we might be looking into taking the town over. What do you think about that?" Sajar did stop him wisely. Because it's too soon. We just got here. We haven't been here a full day
We
yet.
just met.
And we just met. We don't know this bitch. We haven't even given her money yet. So he didn't do that. And we learned about some
local legends.
some local legends, like the Mirror Bridge,
The Light Chaser.
the Light Chaser, which some of us
Luckily,
may
none of the
have
people that interacted with the Light Chaser were in the room when she discussed it. So
and then we moved on.
yeah, you guys went to the one for the road.
Yeah, and apparently I stepped away at this point, but
How dare you.
apparently we were followed there.
Right.
Mhm.
So when
Yeah,
we got
that's right.
to the confection area, Alexander quick changed into Coulter, left, tried to see if he was being followed, which I don't believe he was. He rolled too good on stealth.
Yeah, you're so amazing.
Yeah, so
Guys.
the
Okay,
guy
get a
didn't
room.
even think to follow him, which, to be fair, I didn't want to be followed. I just want to see if there was anyone waiting outside, which I didn't spot anyone, unfortunately. So he went back, changed back into Alexander, and as we were leaving, we were being followed again. Silas broke off.
Yep.
It's just a back and forth song
Back
and
at
dance
it,
for like
pocket
5 minutes.
again.
Round 2, huh? Well, I guess I go round 3.
So Silas broke off, taking Ajax with them, and found the
Tried to
guy.
find him twice before I found him.
Yeah, right.
Because
But
we
eventually
went
he
out,
did.
saw him, and I was like, I should go off that direction. And you guys were like, no. And I was like, you know what? That's a good idea. And then we went that direction anyway. And saw him
That's
again.
the MVP stealth combo of the last
Mhm.
game. Seriously.
So he snuck up behind him and said, "Hey, what the fuck? You watching us?" You said just like that. I remember. And the guy who was masked was like, "Ah, dang, beans."
Ah, shoot, bud.
I think he
You got
said
me.
one word.
Shit.
Mono word. Fuck.
Shit.
Fuck.
Was it fuck? I thought it was shit. I'm an idiot.
It was beans.
There you
So
go.
Silas did a citizen's arrest, and we all rendezvoused at the mid-roll. And that's
There you
when
go.
we got this guy's
His
story.
name.
His name was Jurgen Leitner. What's his name?
You're right for the first quarter of that.
Yurnov.
You're enough. Correct.
Yes, his name is Yurnov. He's a
Oh.
local of this town. He's lived here for quite some time.
Mm-hmm.
And he knows about the fucky shit that's happening with this town.
What?
Every
He-
uh,
Okay, here, let's do a callback. All right, as you're doing that, let's do a callback. Okay, see that?
Okay.
I believe one of you had a mention on the naming of this thing.
oh yeah,
Oh,
Yeah,
Kirsty.
I think it was Kirsty. Yeah,
Oh yeah. I remember,
something
yeah, I
along
said
the
it.
lines of, "Man,
Mhm.
that sounds vampiric" or some shit.
Yeah, yeah,
Mhm.
yeah,
Anyways,
yeah. I remember lying about it at night thinking, "Oh shit, yeah, I did call it, didn't I?"
oh, that's funny. Interesting. Moving on.
I know, moving on. Yeah.
Moving on, according to Yurnov, every fortnight? Is that how frequent? it is?
Basically, whatever the cycle is for a half moon, which I believe is 4 weeks, if I'm not
Every
spoken
4
shit.
weeks.
Yeah, I think so.
Sounds
Sounds
about
about right.
Once a month.
Once
or
a month?
so. Maybe
Mm.
twice.
Once a month.
Yeah. Every time it's a half moon, then yeah. Well, he says every farmer's market, which coincides with half moon.
Yeah, every half moon and every farmer's market, a blood moon takes place, and for some reason or another, when this blood moon happens, people that are caught out in the moonlight. Oh, I just got a notification on my Echo. People that are caught outside in the moonlight, which most people are outside for the farmers market, seem to enter like a fugue state, or like they get brainwashed in some capacity.
Yeah,
And
if you're hit by the moonlight, you just kind of
Panic.
stop catatonic. That's a good way to put it.
Yeah. And a keep, a floating keep? Am I making that up?
No, I thought
I
it
don't
was
think it's
floating.
floating. I think
didn't
it just
think it was floating. It's
appears.
just over the. It's in the lake, isn't it?
Is
I
it
thought
in
it
the
was
lake or
by
at the
the
edge of the
lake.
lake?
I think it's the edge of the lake, right?
A keep appears.
Yurnov wouldn't have any ability to tell you that because it's not like he could go there when it
Sure.
is around. So I'm not going to say one way or another. You guys are up to
We
your own
just know it's
interpretation. of that.
He knows.
around the
He knows
lake.
it's
We know that.
near the lake. A keep just appears.
Yeah.
Correct.
It appears, and vampires leave it and abduct someone or some people.
Yeah,
And-
one.
Only one person? Okay. Abduct someone. And the next day, once the blood moon is gone, no one remembers that person.
Yep.
Or they forget them entirely, or they just forget details
They-
about them.
It comes off
Let's
as
forget them
like
entirely.
somewhere at the back of their mind,
Obliviated.
the information is still there, but they can't
Mhm.
access it. At least that's my kind of view on it.
Well,
we saw
regardless,
the kid.
Yurnov and two other people who
Have
you
not
know,
met.
blissfully were not caught in the inciting blood moon, the first one. They are sort of ostracized by the society now, because people don't know what the fuck they're talking about. They think they're raving lunatics. So what, a blood moon and vampires abducting people? I think we would know that, right? And moreover, people that ask too many questions regarding what happens every farmer's market end up going
Speak out
missing.
against it.
Anyone that speaks out against it, they disappear, whether they're locals or from out of town, which is its own issue. Inside by the farmers market, sure, but it is a different entity, person behind it.
I think
a
if
third
people,
party.
I think if people come from out of town and they're kind of investigating this place, then it's like guaranteed it's gonna be them.
So we learned all that from Yurnov, and
I
we
think
were
it's
able
less guaranteed. It's more like when the people come to try and interfere, nobody else disappears because they get disappeared instead.
So we were able to convince Yurnov to help us in this. He sort of resigned himself to, okay, either through some sheer luck we're successful and this doesn't happen again,
Or I'm dead.
or we fail and I don't have to deal with it anymore.
Man with a
Either
death
way,
wish. A man with
Exactly.
a death wish.
So regardless, this will be the last time he has to deal with this blood moon. So now we need to decide our next move, which I believe is to go back to camp, rally everyone up, and let them know what's happening.
Yes.
Correct. Correctamundo.
Rectamundo. Now I have to be
So-
right back because that notification was a package being
Package?
delivered.
Okay, well, that's good timing because I was actually going to say I'm going to use the restroom. So quick, like 3-5 minute break, whatever, somewhere in between,
Mhm.
and then
Well,
we'll get
that's
started.
Swear to God.
Love you, bibs.
I know,